Okay. Hello, guys. Hello, 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 hello. Um, hello, 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 hello. Okay. Question for today. How are you guys doing? Hi, Kevin. Thank you so much. Where are you watching me from, Kevin? Thank you for the like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're so nice. Where are you watching me from? Where are you watching me from? Allons-y, 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 allons-y. There? What is there? It's a country? There, Montana. Hi, Chitan. How are you? Where is there, Montana? Guys, can you drop one like if you're liking the live stream, please? I need your answer. Should a 12-year-old on the phone should a 12-year-old own a phone? That is my question. You put no? Why? Hi, Lamicia. How are you doing? Why shouldn't a 12-year-old own a phone? Why do you think no? I need your opinions. Why yes, why no? Hi, Alex Palmer. How are you? Welcome in, guys. Drop a like if you're liking live stream. So my question is for everybody. Should a 12-year-old own a phone? Whoa, a bunny with curls here, my favorite category list. What do you mean, Sora? Internet is a dangerous place. What else? Hey, yeah. Hi. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Thank you, Alex Palmer. Get them a smartwatch. They can text, call and text. That is a good idea, Mary. Very, very good idea. Hi, Mep. Because to me, I'm okay with the watch too, but the watch can help kids get around the not having the phone. Because I know they can download apps on these new Apple Watches. No phone until 18. That is a good idea. But why are you guys against a 12-year-old having a phone? Like, I want to have like your opinion for us to debate about it. Today's my birthday. Can you sing happy birthday song for me, please? My name is Hazan. I'm not a good singer. Happy birthday, Hazan. Happy birthday, Hazan. Happy birthday. Love you too, Rain. You go, Mary. Yeah, like you said, it's dangerous for them. Mary, why do you think 12-year-old kid cannot own a phone? Alana, having a phone is different than having internet. Okay. So, what is your point, Alana? Mountain. Hi, Taylor. Everyone is here because you're the prettiest streamer right now. You're so funny. Thank you. Hey, beautiful. Wanna be my bestie? Ooh, okay. Phones lead to social media, which is horrible for humans. Social media ruin everything. I could say yes. I could say no on what you're saying. I think social media ruins kids' life, but adulthood, I'm not really sure because, like, with social media, we learned a lot of lies that the media imposed by society told us. Sometimes we used to watch things on TV, we used to listen the news and stuff like that. They would feed us a lot of BS, and they fed us so much BS that we have a broken society now. Let me give you an example. To us, like to people that don't live in Africa, they see Africa like people where we're not civilized, like we live in zoos, we live like in jungles, we live with monkeys and all that. We're uncivilized, we don't bathe or something like that. But us, the vision that we have of the US, we have of Europe and all that, it's like it's like you guys are saviors without going here. Like we feed our life. There are a lot that are going to school studying just to travel, and then they come here and they find out the reality is not what we were sold, and they use their brains around with a lot of fake publicities for years and years and years. So me, I would say that social media ruin kids life, but I wouldn't say the adulthood, because there's a lot of truth that people are learning through social medias that they hide on news. On news, they can easily control the society. Long live radio. I think like radio and TV is almost the same. They program what they want you guys to know. Why should they have phones? Is there a loss? They need a phone. Nation, what do you mean? Nation, what do you mean? Nah, that's India. Don't let her scam you. Who are you talking about, Ahmed? I'm trying to follow you guys. 12 years old should own a phone. I'm watching on a phone. I'm under 10. How is that possible? Because my live stream is not for kids. Do they do they really like remove like kids, or they still let them go? Because my channel is not for kids. So how is it possible that I have a 10 years old here? Hello, how are you? I hope you're good. God bless you. I'm great. What do you mean, guys? She's Somali. Okay, wait. Ahmed, let me help you out. I don't want you to come here and feed bullshit to people. Thank you so much. I'm going bald. LOL. It's better to watch you all day. You're sweet, Jack. A 12-year-old should own a phone with heavy restrictions. We live in a time, if a kid doesn't have access to internet, they will feel isolated from their friends and peers. Yeah, I feel you about that. I think you're right about that point, because society imposed the phone, like they imposed the necessity of the phone. But I'm talking in general, because society, I don't know how to say that. Me, I feel, okay, this is my opinion. I feel like the government creates danger and give us solution that suits them, because we're very well aware that a kid that is 12 years old that has a phone, the main purpose mainly is that, oh, your kid should not do this, should not do that. But you know that kids are not stupid. They can go away those strict restriction. They won't have access to a lot of things when they're at home, but they have like 8 hours in school. They have activities after school. So most of the time kids spend more time outside than at home, unless you want your kid to do homeschooling. So that would be something else. When I was 12 years old, I got drunk and high. That was wild. You got a school. You got school in the morning. No. I'm supporting you from Republic of Benin with mini hearts. Oh, nice to meet you. Big love. What do you think after the car crash? The witness. I don't understand. What is the connection with phones? If I could change society, of course, children would not have their phones. Good to start with a new one, but not yet received the installation, and I need help. Full help with the. Huh? It's for safety. How if it's hard to understand? Your poll should be for social media, not a phone. My question is very vague, like that on purpose. I really wanted to have a wide, let's say, question in general, because I wanted to talk about the use of a phone in a 12 years old life, because like the phones that we used to have back in the days and the phones that we have now, you know, a 12-year-old, they're not stupid. They know how to go around the rules and stuff like that. You cannot stop them from being on social media. From the moment a kid has a phone, he's going to have social media. Even babies are scrolling and are on social media. So a 12-year-old talking just about social media is not enough. They gotta expose a lot of stuff on the internet. And also, like, the AI is ruining social media. I really think so. The AI is getting so dangerous for the kids now. So I don't know. The social media before and the social media now, I think like it's two different worlds. So even if you want to include phones, or we want to separate phones from social media, it comes still to the same thing. Kids would mostly probably get ridiculous without having a phone, so they shouldn't deformine it on WhatsApp and chats beyond. Exactly. I I know a lot of kids that gets bullied because they're not having phones and they're not trendy enough. Like when you have a phone, you're cool. Everybody wants to be around you. When you have the last iPhone, you're even the coolest. And that is really sad. Hello, Philip. I'm great. How about you? Play telephone, man. You're so cute. Thank you so much. Yesterday, a group of gay people asked me the direction. I said go straight. That is so weird. What do you mean, what the F is that? What are you talking about, Brea? Hi, Samsung. Guys, stop spamming messages, please. Hello, Michaela. Teenagers should have phones without access to internet. You can still call your friends and parents. I promise you that would be a punishment. Teenagers would feel that is a punishment. I promise you that would be a punishment to them. Yeah, I'm sorry, Raven. I didn't have the time to watch it. I have a lot going on. That's why. I'm great, Terry. Okay, guys, we're going to switch subjects. And I don't know. Did you guys know what happened in Switzerland? Do you know what happened? Like do you heard about the fire beginning of the year? Did you guys hear about that in Crans, Montana? Yeah, the bar thingy. You were there? Yeah, I heard that in America. I don't want to talk too much about ICE. I don't want to have my account go away. What do you guys think about the situation? How do you see that? Because that is where my questions of phones are coming from. Because you know it's a small town, and when they were interviewing kids, there are kids that are from the years of 13 years old to 60 years old that are going to bars, and it's very sad. And it's not even a bar; it's a club. Yeah, because you guys know the difference between a bar and a club, right? That was literally a club. If you have girls dancing with bottles and y'all are getting served, like, you know, y'all are having fun with music, that is not a bar. That was literally a club. It looked like a bar, but it was literally a club. Thank you, Amar. You're so sweet. No, that is why I was asking, should kids have a phone, own a phone at the at the age of 12 years old? Because what I see is that kids from 13 to 16 that are in a club because it's fun, and they don't even realize that they are in danger. You know what is so sad and what hurt me about that the video of the kids just vibing but everywhere was burning? It's like I saw this little cartoon that was done like not even, it was done like 8 years ago, and that cartoon was showing the real world, how when people get into accident, people are more pressed to film it than to help. The time reaction, the instance, nothing. And also, my questions for you guys, wait, let me ask my questions here so we can develop the subject. Okay. Uh, is which one is worse? Parenting. Um, okay. Um, I didn't know, like, what is the term for the second one? You know, when parents are very nice and they're too cool, they're too. Anyways, I already wrote it up. Okay, so let's go. You guys choose and let's get into the topic. Guys, remember it's about what happened in the bar. Okay. Free access to internet ruined childhood. That is a thing. But there's a lot more than the internet and all that. There's a lot more. I think it's the capitalist society. Like society is more worried about money. Cause when you hear what the people, like the kids went through, how the owners were in that bar, they were more worried about their money than the kids. You have a 13 years old coming into your bar. The security doesn't even check properly. You have kids of even 16 years old. Like, come on. You haven't even seen half of your life. 16 years old is too early. Like, it's like little babies are like they're still fighting for their identities. They're still fighting for their places. Like, you know, um teenagers, what parents don't understand with teenagers is that they're becoming adults. That is why parents have a hard time with teenagers, because they're becoming adults. And for parents, they have to disconnect from the idea of seeing their little baby to becoming their own human being, because parents want so much for their kids to look like them, to be like them, to do everything like them because they come from them. But it's not always the reality. They're going to take some part of you guys, but they're still going to be their own human being. They won't be you. And that is when parents are having a hard time. So I'm letting you guys vote. That's why I'm talking about anything else. Everyone like and subscribe. Oh, thank you so much, King. You're so sweet. Welcoming and hi to everybody that came in. I'm sorry if I didn't greet you. I'm sorry. Strict parents are honestly better when you have kids. When you give kids too much freedom, they abuse it. Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant, liberal parenting. But I didn't want to get into politics. What do you mean laid back? Huh? Laid back? Oh, you're talking about laid back parenting. Strict parenting runs the risk of ruining their kids' childhood. Gentle parenting runs the risk of ruining multiple childhoods. Okay. The most rebellious kid I've known had been strict parenting. Okay. The pirates. What? Thank God the world's going to work. I do not answer that question. I'm sorry. Me, I would say the balance of strict parenting and free parenting. And that is why I was talking about the fact that parents do not understand teenager. And if I could sit and talk to parents and let them know what is happening with your teenagers, I think they will have a better understanding. But the society made us believe that those scientists, those paid doctors, they know what is better for us, and they're pushing parents more to the edge and kids more to the edge than anything. Because, wait, let's be honest. Let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest. When you look at strict parenting and you look at free parenting, okay? Which one had the best society? Which one had the best society? Because let's not lie to ourselves. Back in the days, they were strict parenting. There was a lot of strict parentings back in the days. But look what they built around. Look what they gave. The baby boomers came with the very free parenting, very soft parenting. And this is what we are in. So which society was better? Back in the days or... Okay, let me read the comment section. I'm doing great. How about you guys? Okay, I don't... Sorry guys for the alarms. I don't know, but sometimes very free parenting is like no parenting at all. Neither is good, but if I had to choose, I would choose strict parenting. Because I saw many friends. It's not that I'm picking a side, but I saw many friends of mine that grew up into free parenting. And when I see their lifestyle, most of them they're getting into crazy stuff. And I was the parent of a lot of my friends that were in free parenting. I was their parent. And I would tell the parents that you guys are doing too much. Because look, your kid can get into this, that. I stress a lot when I'm around those type of friends because I'm so worried of their security. But they're like, no, but my mom doesn't care. My dad doesn't care. No, it's cold. I'm like my heart is beating like every second. And growing with those type of friends, like I become a mom before I get even my own kids. I don't know if you guys ever felt like that type of friend with the free parenting people. Okay, you said if you put your life 360 on your kids' phones, you're a weirdo. I grew up when I had to be back before the street lights. But to me, that is a normal thing. I don't know. To me, that is a normal thing. I feel that that is normal. But let's be real, is either ways parenting wrong, right or wrong? I think excess of either side is wrong. Miscommunication and misunderstanding is common. Yeah, and that is the beauty about human beings. Nobody's perfect. I want to travel to the United States. Can you help me? Okay. I don't know. Strict parents often mean strict discipline, but I don't know. I had a cousin. To me, I had cousins that used to white out here in Canada, and my parents sent them to the army. When they came back from the army, they weren't crazy, they weren't lazy, they were like really like unfit, unput. And for the females, my parents sent them to my grandparents, and my grandparents don't joke. The females they came back, they were like this. So I don't know, cause I've been around free parenting, and I could see kids slapping their parents, screaming on their parents, telling their parents what to do and what not to do, deciding on when, who, how, what. I'm like, that's why I'm like, what do you guys think? Free is better because most of your lives they will feel free to do whatever they want. So it's good to learn how to do that on your young age. Yeah, yeah, but where's the limit? Where's the limit? If you tell your kid, if you're free parenting, when does your kid understand the limits? Because if your kids doesn't understand the limits, they can get to the point that their lives, they don't even know where to get with their lives. Because they need to know a limit. Because what I saw most of the time is that kids that are parents these days that became adults and they came from strict adulthood. I said very strict parenting, but I didn't say abusive parenthood. I don't know if people mistakes it. I didn't say abusive parenthood. Most of the kids that come from abusive parenthood, they're traumatized. But most of the kids that come from strict parenthood, they were like, my parents were doing a little bit too much, so they're going to be a little. They're going to just lay back just a little. Just a little, not too much, but just a little. To be like, okay, me, I couldn't do this, that made me like this. So my kids, I won't deprive them from this. Um, I don't have to find a partner. I don't have to get married right now. It's not one of my top priorities. You can become better to the Netherlands. From my observation, free parenting creates freeless kids, which can be either good or bad, and strict parenting grown up to be anxious. You think so? Are you guys with that argument? Do you guys think that strict parentinghood makes kids more anxious? I think that the strict parentinghood make kids understand that there is reality and everything comes with consequences. Me personally, I see the free parentinghood like those kids doesn't understand consequences. And what happened to that bar in Crans, Montana? They had to pay the consequences in the raw way because it's not everybody that cares about your life. It's not everybody that cares about you. It's not everybody. They came into a situation where the owners just cared about their money. They didn't care how old are you. They didn't care where you're from. They didn't care if you have a family or if you have a future tomorrow. Because the conditions of that bar wasn't respecting the codes. So they were caught up in a situation that it came with huge consequences. So that is my problem with the free parenting. Hi, Odita from Yemen. You're beautiful. God bless you. Thank you, Marcel. Yemen. You too. Live 360 tracks all your kids' movement and where they are. Sometimes it's weird to me. Some apps track their texts and phone calls. That is a little bit invading privacy. That I wouldn't be okay with that. Connecting to your kids is not being a spy or an FBA agent on your kids. You see, there's some things that I'm not okay with. Hi, Narinda. Alex Palmer, thank you so much. Hi, Raul. Yusuf, thank you so much. You can have chill parents and still respect them. Those are a little psychopathic. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Like, uh, I think free parenting has a hard time to get kids to respect them. I don't know if I'm wrong about it. I think that free parenting, they have a hard time to have their kids respect them. When you watch at movies like Elite, like series like Elite, um, Riverdale, there are a lot of this series, right? You see how you see like the rich parentinghood and the poor parenthood, even like Gossip Girls. You see those teenagers, you see all what they're going through. The parents that are more strict, even though they're rich, they're still like very strict with their kids. And for those who are poor, they're also very strict. They're not letting them too much. And for those who are poor, those who let too much, they get into dark stuff. For those who are rich, they get into dark stuff. Hey, how are you? What do you mean, Ankala? You look, you look like your name is Tyler. See, um, Good morning, guys. Anyways, we're done with the strict parenting. Yeah, but balance is very hard to get. But me, if everybody's honest, the very strict parenting, it helps. It helps way more than free parenting. Cause I see a lot of free parenting that kids are getting out of it very worse than the strict parenting. Cause I don't know, I feel like very strict parenting gives you conscience sometimes. You know, for example, you're going out with your friends, you know, you're just vibing, you're like, yeah, let's go and have fun, da 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 da. Then you get there, you're getting to the, you guys are, for example, the club, you're getting to the club and stuff like that. You know, you're 16, okay, you're legal on that. So you feel like, okay, yeah, I have my space here. And then you see your friends getting a little bit wild and stuff like that. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. My parents don't let me this, my parents don't let me that. And when you get into trouble the first time, you get home, your parents are very pissed. They're very upset with you. Da da da. They, you know, they're getting going hard on you and all that. And you see your friends, they got into the same trouble, and their parents are like, "No, don't worry. You're just a kid. It's normal." You're going to look at this and be like, "Damn, okay, that is unfair." But when you get to be an adult and you understand what consequences are, that's when you go back to your strict parents and you're like, okay, thank you, mom. You were right. You weren't overdoing like I felt like you did. But the free parenting, they get themselves into shit and they're like, shit, where is mommy and daddy? And what if mommy and daddy doesn't have the money to save you this time? What if mommy don't have the capacity to get you out of this thing this time? How are you going to do? That is the thing. That is the thing. So when you guys think about it, don't you guys see that, you know, not gonna lie, I like your accent. I'm really struggling with this accent. Thank you so much, Optimus. So that's what I meant. Because, you know, I had friends, you know, right, that were having strict parents, so they would do a lot of sneak outs and stuff like that. But sometimes having their strict parents got them away with a lot of things, because there was this one party they didn't go to, they miss out on it, and then this happened, that happened, and there's this other party that happened, things went very bad, and they were saved because they had strict parents. Are you from America? Your accent sounds like that. Yeah, I live in Canada. Talking about strict parents, I'm Indian. If you know, you know. Yeah, I get it. Me, I grew up in Africa, so. Are you from Gotham City? No. Amen, Sanchez. So, we're done with very strict parenting and all that. Do you want to pass to the next subject? Okay, let's go with the next subject. Let's go with the next subject. I know a lot of people are going to get triggered. We are just debating. I'm not coming for war. Okay. I'm not coming for war. I'm coming in peace. Women, don't get at me, please. So, let's go. Next topic. More than 10 years. More than 10 years. I grew up a little bit in Africa and I grew the rest of my life here. Like most of my life. That is interesting. Hey, guys, don't come at me. It's just a question. I want to debate. I just want to debate. And guys, be fair. Be fair, because every people that are going to say no, women shouldn't vote. I need real arguments. I really need real arguments. So, should women vote? Should women vote? I see a lot of no's. You guys, I want to see you guys vote. If you say yes, it's yes. Vote on yes or no. You can vote there. And then we're going to debate about it. Let's go. I want to see you guys answering. Hey, Clip Club. I'm not voting. Why are you refusing? That is controversial. Why? Why? I just want to know. I don't want to get into that debate, Sanchez Barca. If okay. Now the debate is starting. Okay, let's go. Let me focus a little bit. Okay, Clip Club said no because they vote based on emotions, not what's right. Okay, that is your opinion. And how do you think voting? What do you think voting should be about? Since you said that. I mean, if you consider girls as humans and if you consider uh all humans can vote, then girls should have the right to vote like boys. That is an argument, a very strong one. What year is this, Lamau? Okay. If specific groups of people can't vote, the politician and lawmaker won't have the best interest in mind. Very right. I don't even vote. Our voice doesn't matter. What do you mean, Demetrius? America is a free country. I'm not saying that. LGBT community should vote too. Of course they can vote. Where are you from? Okay. So, my opinion on if women should vote, okay, me, I'm for women to vote because equal rights. We are human beings. You guys are human beings. Um, I think that the biggest argument that I would say that women have the right to vote is because they're giving birth, so they're bringing on earth human beings, but it's with the help of men. So if to do that task, there must be two people for that to happen. I'm not talking with this new generation BS thing that they inject and all that. I'm not talking about all that, but naturally and biologically, that means like a woman voice should count and what she thinks should count. And what I dislike a little bit on the society is that sometimes emotions are seen like weakness. Emotions sometimes are seen like weakness. Ezekiel 23:20 says women are not allowed to vote because the man votes for the household. What is the connection with the Bible, honey? Did you read the New Testament? Did you read the New Testament? We are not in the Old Testament, honey. We are in the new days, new age. And more now than before. Women can vote more now than before. Before they were uneducated. So I would understand that they don't know how the society works and stuff like that. But now that women are studying and excelling at school and they actually know what they're talking about, yeah, they have the right to. Obviously, women should vote, but no one should be allowed to vote until 27 when the brain is in full develop. Does it goes for men too? So men shouldn't vote to the age of 27? Everyone. That's what I like. Those are opinions. Sometimes they say opinions, but it's not what God said. Well, me, I don't know how human brains work, if it's true what you're saying or not. But from what I know is that when you understand how society goes and you understand history and you're adults, you're an adult, you're mature enough to understand what is good and what is bad. You need to understand more about the political parties. Me, the voting, why I don't invest myself too much in that is like I feel like we're already robbed, because even if you choose a party, most of the time the party that you vote, they always tell you those, you know, those sweet and beautiful words that you want to hear and that you actually believe that they're going to do, but they actually end up screwing you up. Like the first 2 years they're going to do what they said they would do, and then they screw you up the last of their mandate. So I don't believe that voting is true anymore. That is my point. I don't believe that we're voting for a purpose anymore. Because I see everything just. I believe more in logic, because if I go with religion perspective, sometimes it might be hard to live in it due to the wrong interpretations of context. I agree with you, Akan, on the fact that people misinterpret it. Only people with PhD should vote. Ugh, don't get me started. Ugh, please. Please. You're a black dude. You shouldn't be a politician politically, and eh, you should be politically and educated, not religious puppet. What is the what is the connection with my color? I see that you're missing some brains. Be rhetoric, you're missing some brains. Because what I see is somebody that doesn't have argumentation to discuss with human beings like him. And you are going to bring those crooked small arguments to try to defend your point. But you're not making sense. You're ridiculizing yourself. I'm just telling you the fact. They're going to tell you, okay, you're voting for a liberal party, and then you see the liberal party just flip over after a year, and even less than that. In 6 months, they flip over. They promise you a lot of things, but they don't do it. We have lived it throughout a lot of presidential thing. We saw Obama when Obama was in power. We were clapping Obama, and then he started going sideways, and people were like, what is going on?" Same thing for what is his name? I forgot. Biden. Biden came on, and then things started going sideways. And we have it with mainly a lot of presidents. No, I see that he's kind of low. Like people that are depressed and need attention, that's it's in chats like that they have a little bit of, grace. I don't think you should be allowed to vote. You're too focused on skin. Meta guy, you're so right. Logic with emotion, logic without emotions fails, and vice versa. Even when one wise and balance, one can feel. I think, yeah, exactly, exactly. And do you know? I've learned a lot of things about war. And war, the purpose of war is to trigger emotions. You guys are going to tell me, what do you mean about triggering emotions? War, what does war makes you? War creates fear. War creates insecurity. And that is how they get control on population, is when the rumors of war or their war actually happening. Because they have to direct people through that. So when we're talking about voting and people tell me, oh no, we shouldn't put our emotions, they use their emotion against us. That's the thing. And even when they're talking about what they would do for us, that is also using our emotions. Your open dialogue and willingness to hear opinions is refreshing. You've earned a sub. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But that is the point of the debate. Oh, I hope you have a blessed day. May God bless you. Okay. I don't know who hurt you, but it's okay. I get it. You had my last attention for tonight. Let me read interesting thing. No, women can vote because yes. What do you mean? Huh? Hi, Mr. King. How are you? I'm not saying emotions is evil or something, but emotion, if not in control, can be a disaster. To control emotion, you should have some logical patterns of mind. That is true too. Hi, Sanjita. Hi, Brandon. Hi, call me. Uh, Women shouldn't vote. They just came here after watching reels from Insta from bald people. Look, bruh, earn made to survive in reality. Which app you would most miss on a desert island? Which app I would most miss? I'm not addicted to apps like that. I'm great. Okay, let's switch the topic. Let's evolve with the debate. This is my point. My main point is coming. Yeah, I'm going to shock people with this question, but yeah. No! No! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm just going to drag this. Sorry. I'm going to redo it. I'm going to redo it. Sorry. It's just like it was in my face. President. Okay. Okay. Here. Okay, good. You should be a president. Huh? You guys are funny. Faster woman. Yeah, I know. Okay, I got it. We have it here. Can a woman become a president? By the way, Queen, what's your name? I forgot to ask her. You already have it, Queen. That is my social media name, Queen. My social media is Queen Sylvie, so Queen Sylvie. Can but shouldn't be able to. No, they can't. Why? Oh, Rami, you're coming now? Hi, Rami, how are you? What do you mean, hell no? Yes, I will vote you, Queen. Yeah, do you think 100 lives is lightweight for 5? I don't know about that. I'm sorry. How you feel about men with nose ring? That is another subject, Alexander. What do you mean gay? What about it? Hi, Narinda. Hi, Fizz. So can a woman become a president? Women be too emotional. I live in Canada. Well, for me, a woman becoming a president, I don't think it's a good idea. Women are going to hate me for this, but I don't think it's a good idea. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. It's a no for me. I wouldn't feel secure in a country where a woman is a president. Imagine if she's heartbroken, or that week she's in her week of the month, and like, you know, do you know how Putin, how, what is the other name, Kim Jong Un, and having Trump and Macron. Imagine those five, 4 or 5 crazy guys pressuring you, like standing that type of pressure during that week. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. I rather, I promise you, from all those countries, I rather stay with Trump. I know, as crazy as it sounds, but I'm even more happier because I'm in Canada, so I do not feel concerned. But if I had to choose from countries, I couldn't. I'm sorry. I see a lot of people saying yes. Now, for those who are saying yes, a woman can become a president, like, why? I want to know. You guys have the right to choose whatever you want, but I also give my opinion. You see, everybody here is a human being, you know. You guys are free to choose whatever you want. I'm not hating on women, but I don't think women has the capacity of handling those type of things. I've seen women managers, I've seen women CEOs, I've seen women on so many things, and there's some women that are doing very, very good, but handling men is the hardest thing ever. Handling men, I've been a manager of a lot of men. Men are really hard to handle. You really need a lot. You really need a lot, and men are very, very hard to handle. And there's some moments in your life as a woman, you're releasing a lot of hormones and stuff like that. To handle a man, just imagine if you see relationships are going sideways and really going crazy. Imagine, I'm not saying like women cannot run businesses or whatsoever, but running a country, you won't have most of everybody always going your way to feel yourself glaze or whatsoever. Men don't glaze. That is the problem. Men don't glaze. See, from my perspective, no matter women or men, if you're capable to hold a position, then you can be president. Question isn't about caste, religion, color, race, or gender. I'm not talking about gender. I'm talking about reality. I'm talking about biology. They won't be able to handle this type of pressure. Did you see what Trump just did? He kidnapped a president. He just kidnapped the president. That is a pressure. That is a big pressure, a huge pressure. Because you need to understand what is the mind game behind that. What is the purpose? That is what I'm saying. There's a lot of pressure. It's not about you. It's not about how. And there's some decisions. I see the type of decisions that naturally is going to come into women. Like you just see in the army, there's some decision when, like, for a woman to become president, we need to send her to the army. We need to send her on a field to see which type of decision she's going to take in certain situations. Not only as a leader, but as a leader on the field. She can take a back. We should test her on the field. Of course, she has to be protected also for her to survive, obviously. And then after going through that experience, now she needs to be back controlling the people she's sending according to the situation they're telling her. And then now we can go and put her now to see, is she taking the right decisions or not? Because sometimes there's some decisions that are very hard for a woman to take, and just going about your feelings, you can lose a whole country. I mean, to me, if a woman is able to go to pass all those tests, she can run a country easily. My voice is trembling. No, maybe it's because when I move my head, my voice sounds. Yeah. You agree with me or not that what? I cast secrets media homosexuality. Wait, let me help you out, please. You look like Manon from Katai. Who is that? Very beautiful. I'm a neurology doctor. Hi. Hi, Manish. Like me, to me, there's some places where women are great at directing. Me, education, like I'm not saying as a teacher only, as a headmaster in education, they're very great at it. As a CEO of some businesses, they're very great at it. It depends on which field. As a big doctor into, like doctors, women's are very good in doctors and taking decisions and all that. Like their instincts are running very fast when it's to like save lives, take good decisions and stuff like that. They're good at that. But directing a country is not the same. It's not the same. I vote for you. I don't think the question should be can. I think it should be when, since it's definitely happen at some point in time. No, my question is mainly can. My question is mainly can. I want to know if you guys think that a woman can be a president. Doctor. Oh, Manish, you removed you redacted your message. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Damn, I thought the sunset was gonna be the prettiest thing I saw tonight. Oh, you're so sweet. Queen Elizabeth is a good example. What do you mean by Queen Elizabeth? Queen Elizabeth was a queen. Do you think that Queen Elizabeth did a good job? For example, do you guys think that Queen Elizabeth did a good job? Okay. Wait, I'm going to ask that as a question. You just give me an idea. Like putting their husbands in debt. You're crazy. Those are feminine women, okay? The Queen. I forgot the country where there's a woman as a president and she's just going crazy with the country. And she unalived every man that wanted to take her place or replace her. Did Queen Elizabeth do a good job? I want to see. By the way, YouTube, I'm not hating on Queen Elizabeth. Peace be on her. But it's just a question. Please don't say that. She had zero real political power, though. That's a thing. And it wasn't for nothing. It wasn't for nothing that she didn't have a real political power. Oh yes. Oh then yes. Women can do it just as much as men. I'd love to see a female president in my lifetime. Chessmon, are you sure? I forgot it's which country. There's a president right now that the last vote that was supposed to happen for president, she unalived all the men that wanted to oppose her. I forgot which country is it from. But that president, I would be scared and I would have run away from the country. Cause nah. She didn't really do anything. British royalty has had a real political power a long time. Okay. Oh, conspiracies are coming. Queen Elizabeth was not a good queen. She was the best of all the queens before. She lived through a lot and survived even longer. Okay. Why is like 62% saying no? Why? Are you agreeing with me or not? I've never been in the US history idiot president like Trump. No, Manish, I'm not putting my mouth on politics, mostly concerning Trump. If he kidnapped a president, it won't be long before he finds me. I'm sorry. I cannot say much about that. But you have the right to think whatever you want to think, okay? But I won't give a stand on that. I'm great, Marcus. How about you? I think the royal family is little odd since you're just born to royalty rather than voted in by general public opinions. Yeah, but there's also one guy. I remember which prince was that? There was one prince that lost his title as a royalty member, so I think it's very strict and there are things that they really need to respect to, let's say, deserve being royal. I think there's a lot of things they need to respect to deserve being loyal. So I think it's way more harder for them to stay royalty than become a royalty. And based on public opinion is way harder since there's a specific structure and patterns that you need to have access to naturally than, becoming. Because since they're babies, there are things that they go through just as babies to be able to grow up and deserve their place in the royal family. So I don't think that it's going to be easier for somebody that they don't know to come in and just join and just do the right job. I think it's going to be way harder. No idea for sure. That person doesn't deserve power though. Yeah, I forgot the name. I need to check up on her. That president. She's insane. She's insane. I would have run away from that country a long time ago. That is one of the things that scares me about women in power. I've been great. How about you? Oh my god, so cute. Thank you, Iman. Is it reasonable for my wife to pay rent and house bills and absolutely not. That's the man's responsibility. Let's I let her keep her own money. I want her to be a queen in our home. He wants me to talk about relationships. How do you guys feel about talking about relationships? He wants to give us a point here. Because I don't know how to formulate that question, but let's see. Um yeah. Let's see. Let's see. You guys already did your votes. You guys are saying no. Yes, yes, no. Yes, yes, no. My king wears a crown of nails. Well, hold up. Queen Elizabeth has done literally shit ton of things. While being royalty, she had a full uniform for the military and had a sword made for her. And what's crazy, Google it, it's one. No, I heard about a lot of that. I don't feel that interesting talking about relationship. That would be cute though. What do you mean? You're so sweet, Adelaide. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? The other guy the other day was strutting with the street balloons. Bruh, he has rubbed and tried. No, I just asked my question. I just want to know what you guys think. But I have a question. Okay, okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm not scared. I'm the host, so let's have fun, okay? Okay. How can I say that? Can a woman stable financially? Okay, this is going to be a big one. So guys, be ready. Tie your ropes, tie your seat belts, and let's go. I'm waiting for the answers. Can a woman ask for a man who is already financially stable? No. I'm on bed. No seatbelt story. Let me help you tie it. Let me take your dress and like just tie it on you. I'm going to use your seatbelt. No, your belt. I'm going to use your belt to tie it on you while you're on your bed. That's all demands. I love your eyes. Thank you so much. Put a cross put a cross in her garden. Where are you from? What's your age? I'm from Canada and my age is undisclosable. No, Queen Elizabeth did an amazing job. You do black magic. If not, then why am I falling in love with you? I don't do black magic. I don't. What do you mean, black mama? That is so not appropriate. I'm sorry. It's you again, bro. Who is even? Bro, what is even your accent? I swear you're Philippines. Ooh, I feel flattered. Okay, well, let me help you out, Lord. Lord, let me help you out. I can't vote on this. Like, if she herself is stable or close to, then yes. But if she has nothing to contribute, then no. A relationship is two-sided, not one. Okay? Don't ask a woman their age, by the way. What's your age, Queen? You're funny. I cannot disclose that, I'm sorry. But physically, they can't work from morning till night. This is the man's responsibility. This is common sense. That is why I love the fact that Rami, you're in the chat. So, guys, I want you guys, if you guys have something to say, don't be shy to tag Rami and answer him on his stance because he has a different vision that you guys do. So, I really want an amazing debate. Feel free to tag him and let's debate about it because he has a different vision. He has a different vision, so I really want to debate. So for you, what did you say? Spire Gaming, you said that you want equal sides. So for you, is it a 50-50 relationship? And why so? But Rami, my question is like, is your woman working or she's not working or is she just at home? And what do you expect from your woman? Since you want her to be like a queen and you want to provide for her, what are you expecting from your woman? What did you get from that sweet smile? Oh, you're so nice. What's your country? I'm in Canada. I'm a financially unstable man and I vote yes. It's natural. It's the natural order of things. I accept the lower status that comes with my inability to provide. That is interesting. You weren't triggered? Wow. No, that is really interesting. Guys, don't be shy. I want men to debate. I want men to speak. I want you men to talk about it. So if you see or read comments that triggers you or you have questions, don't mind. Just tag them. Just let's talk about it. And for people that are watching from outside, can a woman ask a man for can a woman ask for a man who is stable financially. You sound a little like Tyler, a little bit. I could take her accent right now, but like, let's stay focused. You're so beautiful. Thank you so much, Okalan. You have to find a financially stable man. Like, are you agreeing with me? Demetrius, are you agreeing with me? At least you say your age in Morse code. Blink your eyes. You're funny, Akan. Name of a C4 for an edit? I don't know. What am I supposed to answer? You and Tyler could be sisters. Ooh. I take it as a compliment. What did Tyler say? Grrr. No, she said grrr. Yo. Yeah, yo. Okay. What did you get from? Okay, you're asking me the same questions. I expect my woman to be home and be my queen. I'll do the work, all the work. Okay, Christian. Okay, but if ever she wants to work on the side, like, would it be a problem or not really? Like, let's say she's bored at home and she wants like a side thing. Wife, I don't understand these convos outside of marriage. Makes no sense. What is the purpose of getting into a relationship? Like, why do you get in a relationship for? I have so many questions. Like, I have so many questions. Like, what is your purpose of getting into a relationship? Since when do you get in a relationship just to... That is my question and my problem with the society these days. Like, why do you guys get together if you guys are not planning on getting married? I don't believe in sex friends. I don't believe in side chicks. I don't believe in one and done. I don't believe in all that. That is bullcrap. And that is what is ruining the society, and women don't know that they're getting just bag of spiritual things. They get depressed because they don't know that the DNA, like there's a little part of all these men that are staying in them. That's why they're so depressed. That's why they're sad. That's why they don't even know themselves. They don't recognize themselves. And I have a shocker for women. I have a shocker for women. They don't know that, but I have a shocker for them. Mostly women that have a lot of baby daddies. I have a shocker for them. And for men, why would you want a relationship with a girl and you don't tell her that you're not planning on marrying her? You're just wasting her time. And that is unfair because you men know that your best friend for men is time. The enemy of women is time. With time, women are getting older, they're not getting attractive, their prime is going down and stuff like that. But you guys, the more you get older, you're getting on your prime. So you have more options, more possibilities, and why you guys are getting on your prime, it's not only the fact that you're getting older and and more handsome, but you're getting more money, you're getting more status, you're getting more there, him, and stuff like that. But the woman, she's wasting her time with a man that is not planning on marrying her, and that is unfair. Okay, let me keep reading the questions. I'm sorry. The answers. I expect my one. Okay, no, I already read that. Okay. Thank you so much, Salim. You're so sweet. I stopped because I love your accent. Thank you. She talks too much. Oh, Auckland, block your ears. You won't hear me anymore. I want my woman to be simple, honest, caring, and a lovely lady. She should be loyal to and consider my family as a part of her family too. And then I'll marry her, but also take care of her family too. Like, it's just my own family. Okay, okay. And what if she wants a side job, or you want to be able to provide for her in a way that she doesn't have to feel stressed or uncomfortable whatsoever? Because I have another question coming after this. Why do you look like ticklish? I am ticklish a lot. A relationship cannot ever be on percentage. We both want a relationship because we love each other. All I want from her is love, and all I seek is love. We do have, we do what we can when we can. That is based on fantasy, what you just said. That is not realistic. Love is fantasy on that point inside. Because I promise you, most women are going to seek protection. Because the probability if you fall in love with that girl and she doesn't feel secured enough, because you can never know if the person loves you as much as you love them, the probability that she might cheat to find better because she's thinking about later. There's a difference between a gold digger and a woman just that is just thinking about her security. Because most women, they ask for stability because they want to rely on a man. They want to let go. They want to stop searching. They want to feel comfortable. They want to feel secure, and they don't want to think about, they don't want to stress about their future because they saw the right hand that they need. So she's going to focus the rest of her life on building that with you. But if you're selling her fantasy, she's going to make you believe she believes in that till she finds the perfect man, and that's how you guys get cheated on. You guys get be respectful, dash will block, please. Hey mom, you're funny. Like that is reality that I'm talking to you about. Like if you want to live in that world that 50-50 came up and came down, a man that sees her and values her more and that can show her that he can love her more but he can provide the security part, you're losing your wife right there. That question should be the other way around because most guys won't ask that. I don't understand your question. You know that in natural order is men who were supposed to provide, right? Good morning. Too bad you're so far. Oh, this lady here for trashy garbage. Okay, Auckland, let me help you out, please. Let me help you out. I feel like you cannot handle this chat anymore. Hello, Cathy. AI generated G. What is that? Okay, that sounds great. Like side G. Okay. Yes, I can see you, Cathy. I don't answer that question. It's called having fun. Okay. If she wants to work, I'll support her. Like, why not? I will trust my girl. She would be a reason to be proud about that. That currently I'm single. Okay. I see a little bit. I see. African women are different than American women. That is another debate. You guys have so many topics. You guys are so fun. Wait, let me put my next topic. Okay, I'm going to write it down for tomorrow. Okay, African women and American. Okay, I'm going to write it down for the next stream. Okay, I'm trying to go down slowly, please. Be patient with me, guys. Please be patient with me. Oh, there are so many comments. Okay, okay. No side chick, no best friend, my girl will be my girl for life. Okay, you're the loyal type. Now you're talking about a young lady, or you're familiar to the IUEC. What is the IUEC, please? Educate me on that. Oh well, it's a man world. What do you mean? Hello, welcome in, guys. Love is genuine. Love is genuine. Love is timeless. Remain of themselves. Hi. That's what we want to believe, but reality is not like that. Oh, I'm single, love, but to me, but I engage in a relationship only if I feel that's right. I want to be able to live with somebody I love and raise my kid, my children to better than this relationship. I understand. That would be the idealistic view of relationships. I know men are more lovers when it comes to family, but they need to also be realistic and adapt. I'm not saying to change, but I'm saying to adapt to this day and age society. Hello, Playmobil, CEO from my time. She cannot have a side job. Why can't she have a side job, CEO? I'm not interested in raising a family, but I do want a companionship of a wife. Okay. Then you need to find a wife that is okay with that type of lifestyle. In fact, I don't have a girlfriend or a wife. I will not accept my wife sharing the household and living expense with me. She chooses to stay if with me if she chooses to stay home, as she would be taking care of raising the children, and if she chooses to work in a respectable place, I would not prevent her and she can keep her money for herself. That is very cute. That is a dream man for a lot of women. Hi, Cypher. How are you? Hi, Playmobil. Okay, this is not just my personal opinion. Even in Islam speaks about how wives should be treated equally between men and women in rights, but not necessarily in my responsibility. Rami, I respect what you're saying and I respect what you say from your religion, but we do not see that in most of couples from that religion. That's why I respect your view of life. And you know, when I talk about that, I talk about a lot of people around my surroundings that talk to me about what they really go through, and I know about a lot. So you wanting to respect that, there's not a lot that think like you, that comes from the same religion as you. So exactly, they're thinking about later, not the same thing. They're both gold diggers. They're losers who can build themselves. CEO of my time, what are you talking about? Yeah, at least my last relationship lasted over 5 years each. My first, oh, I'm so sorry. Spire Gaming, I'm so sorry. My other left me to work overseas. If any of them were here now, I'd still be in love. Oh, I'm sorry about that. How to spell Mark stopped in like the stream and shared positive in the chat, giving the text courage and consistency. I'm streaming too at the moment. Salute to the creator and the people showing up. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It really takes consistency. I'm trying to go over all the messages. Stop trying to please them, fellas. Focus on yourself, bro. Men first, women help. I don't know if you're hating on women or whatsoever is going wrong with you, but CEO, I won't read your things anymore because it's a waste of time. One question, just curious. Are you taking? No, I'm not. Rely on the man above. I hope God exists abundantly in your year in 2026 is better to better finances, health. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, let me on my lights. Okay, yeah. Um. Well, health, wealth, much love from San Francisco. Amen. Thank you so much, Les Smiles. Sister, you have such a great, good heart. I highly recommend that you embrace Islam. Okay. Looking gorgeous. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Bible says a man is supposed to provide for his house, so yeah, nothing's wrong with wanting that. But these days, stability is relative to sometimes taking require effort from both. That is also the problem. Society is wired these days for both to work, both to give from each other's side, and we're seeing a kind of the balance of relationship this these days. We see men demanding too much and women wanting too much too, so it makes it unstable because sometimes there's lack of reality towards that, because men, they want a woman that can cook, that can clean, that can raise kids, that can do this, but they do not have the salary to provide for all those demands. And they're going to compare us as our mothers, but they do not understand that in the day and age of our mothers, they didn't have to work, and the money that the men brought was way more than sufficient for them to take care of the household. We're not talking to this day and age, but back in the days, they had enough to provide for the family not go out of, you know, hunger or stuff like that. Now women have to work to be able to help the men out, and the men don't want to help in the household, saying that women should, but they're not realistic. And that is why women are growing way older. They're being more frustrated. They're not being, welcoming. They're not getting feminine. They're just getting you're not having fun having a woman in your house. Your men are wanting not to stay home instead of staying home with their wives. What's with the hair? Any problem? Never become Muslim, full of insecure. What do you mean? I do not judge people's belief. Guys, I'm not here for a Muslim or Christian war, please. That's a debate for another time. Honestly, as a man 10 and 10 times, you as a woman would eliminate the stress of taking care of a man who's a kid. At the end of the day, if a man can do it, his part, then why even? I get people struggle, but okay, can't wait for the next time. I feel like a man should be financially stable and have his own place. Can't be living with his mom. That is true. I think it's a good thing for your girlfriend to have a little side job. Not only the extra money, but she should also be productive to do her own from times to times without me. That is very, very right. We don't always have to be attached to the hip. That is very, very true. And she can also be able to open you doors that you didn't imagine having. A woman can and should ask for that, but it should be the end all be all. I don't understand Jean Valentine. I'm from Brazil, and I think you're very beautiful. Say my name so I know you read my comment. Luis Fernando Muller, thank you so much. Oh, you're stunning. Thank you, the ghost. Welcome in, guys. Welcome into everybody that told me hello. Damn, there's a lot of comments. God loves you so much that he gave his only son to die to save you. struggling inside. Her behavior is more beautiful than. You guys are so sweet. Okay. One house income in my grandparents' time was plenty for one family. My grandmother sold my grandfather's land. Then he bought 90s and just married on. But you see, that is not the same reality. Princess, let me help you out. I'm not here for war. I'm here for peace, okay? I'm going to help you out. You see, that is not the same reality, because men these days always compare us to their grandmothers, to their mothers, but they do not have the same realities. The father doesn't have the same behavior as they're having with your girlfriends this day and age. They do not have the same mindset. They do not have the same urge. They understand family back in the days. These days, men don't even understand how to keep a household going, or what is the importance of a family. And when I see how my grandfather acts around my grandmother, you can see two loving adults. I won't say that they were perfect, that the love was just beautiful like in fairy tales, but you see that that man loved his women, and he was fighting and busting his self off to make it work. He was figuring it out. And my grandmother used to tell me how she used to act also like a princess, but they knew each other's soft spots to fix problems when it was the time of problems. But this day and age, when there's a problem, okay, I'm out. Divorce, 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 divorce. That's it. They just date for, okay, I had 5 million, I had 9 million shares, I have 9 million views on my proposal video. For like 1 week after that, be divorced. 2 weeks after that, not together anymore. I'm like, ugh, why are you guys dating? The people outside don't care about you guys like that. And the people outside want your relationship to end. So I have another questions. Let's evolve. Let's evolve. Like, we are not going to. I know you guys are having fun. Welcome in, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome in, guys. Okay, so let's have fun. I have a question. Okay, which type of woman you like? Uh, a minute. Okay. Um. Give me 2 seconds. Give me two. I'm just writing my next one. No. Wait a minute. Why can I not feel it? Okay. Can you guys let me feel it? Okay, okay, good. Got it. Almost there, guys. Almost there. It takes time with this. Okay, I'm getting there. Okay, got this. Okay. Okay, here. Not too much on this side. Let's go. Waiting for you guys. This one is going to be a tough one. Hi, Corta. Guys, don't forget to drop likes, please. Don't forget to like the live stream, please. Please, 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 please. Hey, you ignore me. Where you from? Hi, Inish. I'm from Canada. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You didn't put bossy. You can guess bossy. Independent, but you're my dream girl. Ooh, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Where are you guys watching me from? I'm Canadian too. Ooh. Thank you so much, Anna. Where in Canada are you from? Somewhere special. I don't like to talk too much about my location because like social medias these days are really, really crazy. So like I'm very, very protective and careful. How are we doing, sister? I'm doing great, Tayson. I like dependent women. I knew it, Rami. I was just waiting for your answer. I knew it. I'm from India. How is my English? Perfect. I know I don't like to give too much on that. But I can tell you that I'm from the French side. And I go around. I travel a lot back and forth from the English side to the French side, the French side to the English side. Why is gone? Okay, don't tell me where you're from at all. You try poutine or whatever it's called. Of course, poutine is so good. Okay, you like Indians. Indians are very cool. I love your food. Indians are very cool. I grew up with Indians. Like, I worked a lot with Indians. You guys are so fun. Good morning, Shana. Keep talking. I'm almost finished. Okay, let me help you out. You're going to finish it out there. Bye. No, I'm not Asian. I'm African. My time here is 1 a.m. I free, I white something. And it's gone, huh? Okay. Okay. Out of here. Why do you want me to leave Canada? Okay, guys, focus on the questions. I have a relationship, a personal relationship with Jesus. That's what I could say. I don't talk about it because you're black. Whatever. Wait, can you guys focus on a question? Which type of women do you guys like? Lazy, dependent, independent, extreme independent. Wait, who are the 11% who chose extreme independent? So you like women that boss you around? You said you like gold diggers? Wait, 28% chose gold diggers. What? No way! Y'all chose gold diggers. You spend your time calling us gold diggers, but you love them more than dependent women? I need to screenshot this. This is insane. What? I'm dreaming, right? Guys, tell me, can somebody wake me up? Please. Can somebody wake me? You guys prefer more gold diggers than dependent women. But you guys are going to complain when a woman is going to ask you for money? Hello? Hello? Yeah, it's very costly. Gold diggers, I told you, gorgeous. Wait. This feels like a easy pull. You really think so? Damn, mom. What about co-independent, codependent, where it's a partnership and a collaboration? In a independent, I put it in general because in independent there are many generalities. In extreme independence there are a lot of generalities, and in gold diggers there are a lot of generalities. So I think there can be a little bit more specific things. After that, people choose whatever they want, but in general, dependent is like dependent. Hey Paige, how are you? Hey, I don't like stereotype black, white, etc. We're all human rights. Thank you, Anish. Thank you. You're so nice. We like spoiling. You like spoiling a woman, Phil? Damn. Okay, so I should start asking men what do they like? Because you guys, joke aside, there are more men that approach me as if I was a gold digger and they were more ready to give me more than men that approach me as a independent woman. I feel like men don't like that much independent women. Like there was this rich guys that would approach me and they would tell me, "Oh, do you want a bag? Do you want shopping? Do you want to go to fancy restaurant, to luxurious place?" And I'll be like, "No, I'm not really interested. Like I have business projects and stuff like that." And they were like, "No, no, no, no," and then they won't talk to me anymore. So you guys like gold diggers? Okay, it's noted. It's noted. Men like gold diggers. No, I cannot write the whole thing. I don't know. I'm very okay being alone. Justice Crow. What do you mean? Can you show me the Canadian dollars because I don't see before. I'm going to show you that tomorrow. Just remind me. Us rich guys have no game. I'm not rich. I'm not rich. Everybody needs love. Oh, Phil. So that's what we're doing. But Jack, look at the poll. Which type of women do you like? Lazy gold diggers, dependent, independent, extreme dependent. I'm even shocked. There are people that loves extreme independent. Extreme independent. Do you know what extreme independent means? A woman that is bossy. Like, yeah. You can talk to her anyhow. Period. She's your boss. Like at home, there are two men riding the boat. Damn. What do you mean those exist? Extreme independent women exist. You need to eat. What do you mean I need to eat? When you remind me, I'm hungry a little bit. Pull small, it doesn't mean, it doesn't speak for the whole world. You really think so? I mean, I cannot answer your question, Paul. I don't identify with any of those categories. And I'm okay alone. Okay. Which category do you identify with, Justice Crow? Independent is good. If they like you, she actually loves you and stay for you. Anas, right there. Right there. Just clock it. We know most of them of models. We know most of them models. I wish I could have more people in my room. I wish I could have more people in my room, like just to trigger and like, you know, stimulate the algorithm. Algorithm. You see, my English is not Englishing right now. The algorithm. I want more people in. I don't know how the algorithm works here, but I want more people in the room because I want to have more people voting. If you're watching me from the For You page, just comment and I want you to come in and vote. I want you to come in and vote. It's all. It's all. How many languages? I speak two languages. I'm not trying to learn how to speak how do I call it? I'm learning how to speak Spanish now. Okay, you find the topics very interesting and useful, and I appreciate the kindness and respect. Oh, thank you. I feel comfortable as if we are know each other for a long time. You express that I have never received such an attention before. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. You guys are so nice. I promise you, you guys on YouTube, YouTube should do everything to keep you guys on YouTube. I promise you guys, YouTube should do everything to keep you guys on YouTube because you guys are amazing. You guys are pure souls. You guys are so fun. There are some crazy people and there are crazy people everywhere, but you guys are so, so sweet. YouTube team, the best. Because I stream. I'm a streamer. I stream mainly on TikTok, but I'm discovering YouTube and bro, I just love you guys. I was so excited to come streaming today. You guys are fun and respectful and just I just came here. I was suggested your channel. Oh, thank you so much, Amy. Can you speak a little bit of Spanish? Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Estoy bien? ¿Qué pasó, por favor? No hablas francés, por favor. ¿Qué es eso? En poquito, papi, en poquito, en poquito. Where is Jack? What do you mean about Jack? I identify as with our normally. Okay, Justice, I understand. I want a woman who has discipline and principles. That is very rare this day and age, but ugh. I have a lot of topics. You guys won't get fed up with me. If I could do debates as a living, you guys are going to call me like, where does my brain comes from? If I could do debates for a living, I would debate with you, and I have so many topics. So many topics. It doesn't finish. I speak German and Turkish. Turkish is Bildish and German uh Rai is Rai Reichen Reich anyways, I tried. What do you need, Ranij? I'm a crazy person too. Oof, okay. The crazy welcome in. Hi Kenny. Hello, love you too, Jean Christophe. YouTube are normal people. TikTok are little crazy. I promise you, TikTok are crazy people. I promise you. But I'm not hating on TikTok. It's just like you guys on YouTube feel so real. Like you guys on YouTube, I don't know. I feel like you guys are so genuine. Like I love you guys. I really, really do love you guys. I met some weird people, but you guys are mainly fun. I don't know what asexual means. I can answer that either. Asexual is somebody that loves themselves, right? Do you know what I learned recently? There are people that are sexually attracted to intelligence. So for them, what gives them like a hype or organism or like that makes them fall in love with you is that they're attracted to intelligent people. If you're somebody that are intelligent, that are very like, you know, brainy type of person, they will literally fall in love with you. If they sense just a little sense of stupidity, they just leave. I learned that and I was like, damn. I love Jack. Who is Jack? TikTok live is better than YouTube. You think so, Phil? Extreme independent. Why do you like extreme independent? What do you like about it? Me, I am so shocked for the gold digger part. Like, I'm like, damn. Damn. Okay, I had another question. Was it about a relationship? Yeah, saposexual. Yeah, that was the name. Real YouTubers are kind. All my friends have been on YouTube since 2010. I lost my old account, and a lot of us on this platform are kind because YouTube shows us the bad, and we want good. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. You're nice too. You're nice debating with too. And you told me that you have a YouTube channel. I need to go around and add all the streamers too. But I was about to ask you guys another question. It's like I forgot about my question. What is my sexuality? I like Jack. I don't know what you mean by you like Jack. If I could meet, if I could ever meet a very specific type of woman, I would marry her. Other than that, I would stay alone. Okay, so you're very specific and yeah. I'm a driver. I can't get a date. Say on the road too much. That's why. But I'm sure there are women that likes drivers. Hey, Sada. You like women? Okay. Have you ever met a pansexual? What is a pansexual? That's why my name is Naspire. It's a play on the word inspire. Oh, I see. That is cool. Jack was in the cat. Huh? I have a friend who used to work with me. I saw his wife cheating on him. So I told him I was expecting a reaction, but he said nothing. He told me I'm liberal and I give my wife freedom. She can do whatever she wants as long as we are free. We are free. It shocked me. What do you think? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let's go with that. Like that, you have a lot of opinions. We're going to have fun. Good question. What? Okay. Are you okay with free both ways? Are you okay? Oh. Are you free with open relationships? Can I put shit? No, I can't. Okay, let me ask the questions. Guys, don't forget to like the stream. Welcome in for everybody that is saying hi in the chat. I'm not agreeing with that. I want the response of everybody because that is a good subject of debate. That's how I see things. And then from everything that everybody is going to say, I'm going to give my stance on what I think. Because you asked a question and we're in the chat, right? And let's make everybody included into the debate for them to not feel like we're in a monologue. And then from what they think, what they say, then I'll give my stand. I hope you're okay with that. You sound beautiful. Thank you so much, Walt. What's it smell like? Me, what do I smell like? I smell like Dove, the body odor Dove. Yeah. I use a mixture of Olay and Dove. Hey, it's Pink. Just asking. Hi, Hero. Independent. Okay, we already left from that subject. Nah. Don't be rude, man. She's a woman. She's a woman. Be respectful. It's Donald that said something mean. You lost your number one spot. You need to comment more to get back your number one spot. Nah. Okay. Hey, James, how are you? Can you please take my name in the video? Please, my name is Nurza. Nurza. I don't understand. What country are you from? I'm from Africa in general. What did you do? Are you single? Yes. No cheating. Okay, you are for no cheating. Okay. No such a thing as both ways. Someone always bored with the relationship and the other one is going along with it to salvage what's left. Okay. Where is your forehead line? Okay. Black men don't cheat. You. You're funny. Did you watch Afghan? We're going to talk about it on Saturday. I will talk about it on Saturday. Let's stay in this conversation. Not really. I'm not done with I'm not down with open relationship if it means being with other people. Okay. I don't talk about that. So I'm okay with double ends open relationship. Life is hard now, especially for the younger generations. I have other friends who has two boyfriends and a girl. Rent is cheaper. Damn. I was shocked. I was shocked by that. I'm sorry for my facial reaction. I was like, wait, what? So just to pay her rent, she has two boyfriends. That is insane. I'm queen. I'm in the relationship if I fall, the relationship fall. What do you mean if I fall, the relationship fall? Hi, strong lady. Where are you living? In Canada. Hi there. Where are you from? Canada. Hey, I asked you, do you play games? Hero, I said not really for the playing games. Cool hair, thank you. Yes, they're they all lives they all live together. They even switch rooms with each other. It's just their lifestyle. They're happy. Then I can't complain, love. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My face cannot not judge. Like, I'm sorry, please. This is so new to me. I could never. I hate sharing. I cannot share. I can't share. Like, there are things that I can't share. And a man, I don't share a man. From the moment a man cheats on me, bye bye. When I feel that the love is finishing between me and that man, I'm telling him I'm out. There is no more pretending or whatsoever. I'm out. What? my heart. People love adventure, but at this point, if it's to pay your rent that you have two boyfriends, this is sad. My dignity and my values could never. How can someone watch their wives having and there's no problem with it? I see it as an assault and total lack of jealousy towards one spouse. But of course, everyone has their own opinion. They're crazy jealousy. I don't expect the man to be violent with his wife. I wouldn't be okay with that. Him leaving his wife would be the option that I would think. Him forgiving his wife would be another thing, but that is way harder for men to forgive. And the wife, why? That is the question that men should always ask, why? Because for a woman to cheat in a relationship is harder. That's what men don't understand. It takes way more for a woman to cheat in a relationship than the other way around. A lot of men think that women just like whoring around and stuff like that, and da, 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 da. But that's not the truth. Most women, when they cheat, is because there is lack of love, lack of attention, or the bed thingy is very awful and she's getting fed up, or she never loved him from the start and she cannot hide it anymore. There's always reasons. I'm not saying to excuse, but to the point that she disconnects from her marriage, those are the points. I don't know if you see, and I'm not excusing women cheating at all. But, you know, I'm not saying that, okay, it's okay for a woman to cheat. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying for her to get to the point to cheat. But the reaction of that man is like very, very, I don't know. It's very scary to me. It's very scary to me. And if they're going to do a sideway a relationship to sleep with whoever they want, that is very bad for their relationship. At this point, this is not a relationship. This is a fun party. I don't know. I can't. I can't. Hey, Franklin, of course you're welcome. In this gen cracked. If women are comfortable of sharing men, bro, like, this gotta be nasty. Yo. Yo. Okay, I remember my question. Have you ever cheated? No, I got cheated on a lot of times. A lot of times. But I'm happy that it happened when I was still, you know, I wasn't active. I'm happy. You miss me, David? We know each other? This is why I'm for immigration in Canada. We get beautiful like you coming here. You're so nice. You're so sweet. Thank you so much, me, that guy. They have no morals and dignity. I have a question for you coming on morals and dignity. Player for life. Oop, okay. He's going for war. You're Nigerian, ain't you? Tell me the truth. I ain't Nigerian, but I could take the Nigerian accent. I could take any accent y'all want me to take. That's what I was saying, like with Tyler accent, I can take it. Of that, what country are you? You the queen? I may have heard it. I'm the queen of the country that you need me to be. Life's not that hard, man. Like, she could get a job. That is lazy women, and everybody has their life choice, but that is really hard though. It's okay. I was the same way, but being a half white, half black man who was raised by Mexicans, I can't really judge many people because of all the culture I grew up in. I get it. It makes sense. I'm not judging, but it's hard to take. Give 100% to someone is better than giving 50 to two people. Exactly. And she's losing herself. That's what she's not getting. She's losing herself with time. Thank you, worldwide. They literally got problems. Exactly. This is why I need to move to Africa. Yeah, that's insane. Now that I Show Speed showed Africa, y'all are going to feel more comfortable to come and live there, knowing that it's not only everywhere jungles and all that. Oh Lord, it's always why for women, and when his guy cheat, theirs comes back. No, no, I'm not excusing women of cheating, but I'm just saying for a woman to be in a position of cheating, it takes her a lot. It takes a lot for a woman. A guy is easy. He goes by on the road, he sees a beautiful girl with a nice body, she flirts a little bit with him, and he's there. But he's not forcefully going to love her. He doesn't have no attach to her, firstly. He's just going to do it to do it. Yeah, it's easy. It's when he's done with what he was doing that he's like, oh shit, I just F up. Close relations, close your relationships, stay loyal, period. That's it. They complain about STSD rates. Exactly. I'm not excusing as for what I said. I'm not excusing. She can live without cheating, exactly as a man can live without cheating. But society normalized cheating for men. That is my problem. Both shouldn't cheat. Exactly. Hello, welcome in, Franklin. That's what you're saying. I'm not excusing her. Men and women shouldn't cheat. Men. I'm not religious, but I swear the Bible predicted this. Exactly. There's a difference between spiritual desires and fleshly desires. I think understanding the difference would go a long way. What you're looking for. Oh, that is not a debate people are ready to hear. I promise you. Yes, CCC, I believe. Hello, my name is Dr. Shiv Prat Singh Yavd. Nice to meet you, Atomic. I guess a good way to switch it up is what's about a three-way relationship. So for the context, this has happened a lot where two people love each other but cannot give kids because of one partner have kids. Yeah, I heard about that. I have a friend that couldn't have kids. That is another debate for another time. About women not having kids is another big debate for another time. Um, be nice, RTG. The Bible predicts many things turn to Jesus. I blame Americans. You can blame whoever you want, but it's not only effective on Americans. It's not only effective on Americans. That's my stance. And if you knew how the rich people in Africa live and what they do, you wouldn't only blame Americans. I already got the book of Revelation open. Do the British accent. I could if I would. It's very hard for me to speak with the British accent. But you guys are very lovely today. It's very sweet. But what if she's saying she's from Nigeria, they don't do the same thing, guys. They're not like this. I tried. Okay, even if there is no reasons between them, They love each other. They enjoy breaking the routine and find pleasure in it. This is what called liberation. I've read about it. That is crazy. Breaking which routine? Ugh. I think people that are okay with this type of relationship is because they have no purpose. Because when you have a life purpose, you do not have time to focus on sexual desires. You do not have that time when you have real purpose. When you have real projects, real plan, real vision. That's why when I want to talk about spirituality, I know a lot of people are not ready for that subject for now. How have you been in a beauty have you been in a beauty pageant before? Yes, I've been in a beauty pageant. Pretty nose, thank you. Are you a gold digger? You think I am? Hey, that's mixed, dude. My older brother is mixed. White, black. I'm black, and he's my favorite bro. Nah, Africa has tribal problem. I know too. That is a reality. We're going to talk also about Africa on one point. Is that your real hair? Under this, yes, it's my real hair. See, you're going too far. That is blasphemy. For somebody who's a believer, that is blasphemy. You're going way too far. Damn. Damn. There are so many comments. Jeez. I'm trying to go around. The very idea of sharing myself or women with others just make me sick. Love between two people. It's just two people. And two people were made to be together. Just two people. Came through to support the show. Thank you. Hi, Noxie. The avatar is the only one who can use his learn on all elements. She's way up there. The accent was good. Thank you. Okay. My next question. My next question. This is going to be a really utter battle, but it's my last question for tonight. Because I'm hungry and I need to go and eat. This is my last question for tonight. And we're going to continue with this same topic. I'm hungry, so I'm going to do this last one. I'm going to go and eat. And then, yeah. You're going worldwide already? What's your favorite Canadian restaurant? That is a great question. It's been a long time I haven't been out. That is a big question. It's been a long time. Like, it's been 2 years, almost 3 years that I don't go out. So I need to rediscover to be able to answer that question. Jesus is Canadian? Boy, not white? Why is Jesus in this topic? Guys, come on. Let's focus on, is it okay for men to cheat? Please. Please, guys, let's stop with the Jesus subject. Can we focus on this? Is it okay for men to cheat? Is it okay for men to cheat? Yeah, way, way better. Way, 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 way better. Because I had a lot of little problems, issues, and stuff like that, so I eat at home. Guys, don't forget to follow the channel. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to share the live out. Don't forget to have fun. Please. Cheating is not okay. What is your background? Are you in Jamaica? What is that accent? What does that accent sound like to you? No, do not mention. That guy is simping. Oh, okay. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Genitil. Don't cheat, okay? She's Jamaican princess. Send her $200 to get. Huh? Sure, I'll give you a follow. Loyalty is very important. That is good. Cheating makes you real? Brenda, are you for real, Brenda? Brenda Baron, are you for real? Why? For people who said yes, why is it okay for men to cheat? Why is it okay for men to cheat? That is my question. And this is my last question for tonight. Because, guys, I'm hungry. I need to go and eat. Why is it okay for men to cheat? All these cheaters were the ones cheating in video games. Okay. What is going on, Pine system? Of course, no. I live without cheating. That's simple and easy. Before I leave, I give another chance to our relationship. I'm trying to fix a problem, not run away from it. Better question. Is it okay for men to have multiple women? Yes. Okay. Leandra, that is for tomorrow. Today, I'm tired and yeah. I'm going to write it down, so make sure to drop me a follow. Tomorrow, we are going to continue with these questions. Okay. You said, is it okay for men to have multiple wives? Okay. And I have another topic. Why is generation broken? Okay, okay, I got the topics for tomorrow. I have a lot of topics for tomorrow. So I want you guys to answer to this. Cheating builds character. Cheating builds character, but do not do it. Cheating is a sin, okay? Men have always had multiple wives. Women, why does that all suddenly stop? Absolutely not okay. Okay. Hi sis, are you married? No, I'm not. You need to make a video on male loneliness epidemic. That's why so many guys keep up saying same things. Okay. It's not emotional if men do it. Okay. And what about the emotions of the women they're doing it against? Only the shit is Come on, Kenny. Oh damn. Never cheat, but don't let your girlfriend stop you from finding a wife. Phil, don't let me catch you. I think you believe it's okay to cheat. You aren't mature enough to be in a relationship. Okay, a big boss just talked. Uh, yeah, because it's in the nature. Hello? Which nature? Which nature? So which type of men cheating? I don't know. I'm asking because if you chop and a 5 on 10, all you need is 5 on 10 to make it 10 on 10, huh? Kings had 10 baby moms. What is wrong now? It's not emotional. Yeah, how much did kings had back in the days? Could they provide? Could they secure? Could they protect? You, what do you have to be able to cheat? And either way, it's not an excuse to cheat. Anyways, about cheating and having many wives, we're going to come to this debate tomorrow. I am very decided on this topic. Tomorrow, I am going to come for everybody that was pro cheating. I'm coming for y'all. I'm coming for all of y'all that were pro cheating. Don't let your girlfriend stop you from finding your soulmate. Yo, 41% of the chat said it's okay to cheat. Y'all are dumb as hell. Yo, I'm just like, what? Tomorrow we are continuing with the same topic. We're continuing with the same topic, and yo, I'm coming for all of y'all. The real topic should be male epidemic. It solves all your answers. What is male epidemic? Let me do some research on that. I cannot talk about something I don't know. Male loneliness. Loneliness epidemic. Let me do some research about that. The real topics. Okay. Hey, yo, hi, John. I'm doing great. How about you? All she has to do is pull up the statistic. Okay, no problem. Pull the statistic on female antidepressant usage. Those are topics for tomorrow because today, like, I promise you guys, I'm so tired. Female antidepressant usage stats. Okay, I'm going to do for the male and female. Those are the topics for tomorrow. So just guys, don't forget to follow my page. I'm coming back live. We're going to continue those topics and we're going to talk about all that deeply because my brain is not really focused. I need to eat. Hello, are you brown? Which color do you think I am? Guys, the world is so beautiful. Of course. Okay, whoa. Let me get some brains in the chat. You're a man. ICE federal agent. What do you think I am? Girl, your melanin is doing magic and those braids got me lost focus. Oh, you're so sweet. Got a natural glow like the sun personally shows you. Oh, so sweet, Abdulaziz. No, I'm not from Ghana. A master key can open many locks, but a good lock won't open for any key. SpongeBob. Okay, SpongeBob said it. Anyways, thank you so much for today's debate. We didn't finish this one, but this is a pre-topic for tomorrow. We're going to catch each other tomorrow. I'm going to be coming here for all of those who said yes, and I will not end with you guys like this. I'm coming for war. Yeah. So I'm not done with y'all. Everybody that said yes, it's okay to cheat, that locks can keys can open many locks and whatsoever, and a man needs many wives. The kings back in the days, I'm going to catch all of you guys tomorrow. You better be ready. Y'all better be ready. Okay, so have a great night. See y'all. I hope you guys didn't forget to follow the channel. And see you guys tomorrow. Be on time. I will be on time. You guys are very nice. Good night. Good night. Good night, y'all. See y'all.